She's back! Have you guys seen the hot new release, or should I say hot new re-edition of the Louis Vuitton Cabas bags? These were the it bags, the it Louis Vuitton tote of the early 2000s. It girls like Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Love Hewitt made these bags so popular at the time. And now, about nearly 20 years later, this bag has come back around as a hot new re-edition. Now, the new prices at Louis Vuitton. We know how Louis Vuitton be playing, always increasing the prices. So they've re-released the Mezzo size, or the medium MM size. So in US prices, $2,550, or in Australian dollars, it actually sounds really bad, 4,350. That is a lot of money in Australian dollars. And the piano is $2,450, and in Australian dollars, that's $4,100. So just to put things into perspective, if we compare it to Neverfull, which is a similar size tote, for the Mezzo size, in terms of US dollars, the Mezzo is about $500 more than the Neverfull. Granted, it is a bit bigger and you do have some improvements like an adjustable strap and a zip. And the piano, again, is about $500 more than the Neverfull PM. Again, a bit bigger with enhancements like an adjustable strap and a zip, but just to put things in perspective in the price difference between a staple bag like the Neverfull. Now, if you like this tote, but you're working with a much smaller budget, I'm going to show you the original Louis Vuitton models that you can get for under $800 US. So don't worry, you can still get the look for less by buying the original Louis Vuitton versions. So in today's video, we're going to be comparing the price so you can see how much money you can save, mod shots of the bag, pictures of the bag side by side, and dimensions of the bag. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the Cabas bag and all the models that originally came out. So let's start with the piano, or the PM size. So the re-edition is priced at $2,450 versus $800 for the pre-loved vintage one. So that's a savings of over $1,600, or 67% off. In this day and age, we need to be saving our coins for essentials like rent, food, utilities. So here are mod shots of the bag side by side. So unfortunately, Louis Vuitton didn't have their mod shots ready on the website yet. Look, these bags pretty much are giving off the same look, the same vibe. It's pretty much the same bag. It looked good then in the early 2000s, and it still looks good now. So you can do it on the shoulder, you can do it handheld, wherever it fits, wherever it's comfortable, wear it however you like. So this is pictures of the bag side by side. So we can clearly see a difference in the strap. The new re-edition model allows you to adjust the strap on one side, whereas the vintage version does not. Also, the vintage version, you can see the vachetta is a bit darker because it is an older model, but otherwise the front looks basically the same. Here it is from a side angle, so you can see they kept the vachetta base, and you can see that triangle shape of vachetta on the side of the bag at the bottom as well, which pretty much looks the same. So this is the interior of the bag. So they did choose different textiles for the interior. The new re-edition model has a striped textile lining, and you get one internal slip pocket, and you can see the vachetta tag sewn in there, which has the Louis Vuitton made in France or wherever hot stamp, whereas the vintage version has a solid brown colored textile lining. So this has an internal zippered pocket plus a D-ring plus a mobile phone pocket. I love those mobile phone pockets. Even though our mobile phones don't fit there anymore, it's really good for just little tidbits because it's right at the top. You don't have to search all the way down the bottom of the bag to get it. So let's look at the dimensions of the bag. So I have them on the screen for you. However, just to summarize, so both bags are about the same width, but the vintage version is longer along the base, but the newer version is actually a bit taller. And the newer version has a longer strap drop. Okay guys, so let me know which bag you're voting for, the new re-edition model or the vintage original model. Tell me, what do you think about the price difference of the pre-loved price versus the brand new price? Do you think it's worth it to just go for the brand new price, get those new enhancements, or do you think, no, just the old original tote at the pre-love price is enough. That is the staple look. I don't need all those extra tidbits for that extra bit of money. The savings are worth it for me to go pre-loved. Let me know what your thoughts are. You know how I do. I'm Lady Vintage Bags. I love pre-loved affordable luxury. So I'm going to vote the original piano at this rate. Tell me your vote in the comment section down below. Okay, so moving on to the Mezzo size or the MM size. So brand new, the re-edition model is $2,550 versus $800 for the pre-loved vintage one. So that's a savings of over $1,700 or 69% off. Like I said earlier, in this day and age, we need to save our coins for the more important things. So for me, that savings is worth it. I'm just happy to go for the pre-love model. Okay, so let's check out the mod shots of both bags side by side. So unfortunately, Louis Vuitton didn't have their mod shots ready on the website yet. For me, they are throwing the same look, the same vibe. I mean, look, the old version looked fabulous on Angelina Jolie, looked fabulous on Jennifer Love Hewitt. Let me know what your thoughts are on these mod shots. Okay, so let's check out pictures of the bag side by side. So again, the front pretty much looks the same aside from the obvious difference in the strap, in that the new re-edition allows you to adjust it on one side. Otherwise, they're giving me the same look. Here they are from the side. Again, they've kept that same vachetta base as they did with the piano. So you can see that triangle vachetta on the bottom on the side there. And here is the interior view. So again, the textiles they've chosen for the interior is different. It is a striped one for the new model. Plus you get that internal slip pocket, whereas the vintage one has an internal zippered pocket plus a D-ring, plus a mobile phone pocket. So I think those little extra pockets and D-rings are pretty good on the original model. Now here are the dimensions. I've got them on the screen for you, but just to summarize, the new re-edition model does have an overall longer maximum strap drop because you get the adjustment holes there. So they're nearly about the same width, but the new version is longer at the base and also a smidge taller in the height. Okay guys, so let me know which model are you voting for? Are you voting for the brand new re-edition or are you voting for the original on the pre-love market? For me, I am satisfied with the original. Having that adjustment strap doesn't make a huge difference for me for that price point. I'm fine with vintage patinaed vachetta. I'm Lady Vintage Bags. All my bags are vintage already, so that's fine for me. So I'm happy to save my coin and get the pre-love vintage model. Let me know what you vote for. Do you find the new enhancements to be worth it, or are you like me and you're going to go vintage? Okay, so now let's just talk about the history of the Cabas bag. So these were originally released around 2001. The Cabas bags were typically produced in the monogram canvas with vachetta. However, back in the day, if you were like a VIP or a VIC, you could actually special order the Damier Ben version. You can still get these ones on the pre-love market, but they will cost a premium compared to the monogram ones. And they had 3 sizes originally. So this re-edition only has 2 sizes so far, the piano and the mezzo, but the original sizes has the piano, the mezzo, and the big mama, the GM, the alto. Now, interestingly, of the original models, only the piano and the mezzo had a zippered closure. The alto did not. So the purpose of the original piano and mezzo sizes were to be like a small tote or a regular everyday tote, whereas the alto was more like a travel bag, a day trip bag, or weekend bag. And so that's probably why it maybe didn't have a zipper, so you could really shove lots of things in there. I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are about the alto not coming with a zipper originally. And so just a reminder, the internal pocket on the original model were actually zippered pockets. Now the Cabas bag was discontinued about 2008 or 2009, but in 2011, did you know that they actually briefly brought it back again? But then they did discontinue again. So we have had a substantial gap in time since the Cabas bags were last available at Louis Vuitton. And here we are. She's back. So let me know what your final thoughts are. Are you team brand new re-edition or are you team vintage pre-love like me? Tell me what your vote is in the comment section down below. Now, if you guys haven't already seen, I talk about the comparison between the brand new pochette accessoires in the extra large size from the men's section versus the regular one from the women's section and whether or not it's worth it for the money. And if you haven't already seen, I tell you my Coach alternatives from Coach's popular bags, which are actually dupes of Chanel bags, and you can save so much money, and I'll leave that here.